Hey guys, I'm back with Your Drama, Not My Drama, where we talk about the drama in other people's lives so that we can keep the drama out of our lives. So I was minding everyone else's business and scrolling on TikTok when I noticed that Netflix being canceled was trending. I was totally unaware of this, so I wanted to dive a little bit into it to see what it was all about and ask you all if you knew why it was canceled. Lovelies, you have to pardon me. My voice is going in and out, mostly out. So just bear with me as I continue to heal. So while this is not a political post, I do want to point out that this cancellation seems to be in the Christianity community as well as the more conservative leaning side of the community. There seems to be concern in the conservative and Christian community about some of the children's shows that are being shown on Netflix. One or two shows in particular that touch on same sex marriage or relationships and transgender issues. And some are saying that this is, quote, a part of the agenda. So I'm bringing this to you guys because I hadn't heard about it, but I wanted to see if you had and what your thoughts are. So let's see what the people are saying.
And at one, thousands of parents are canceling their Netflix subscriptions because they feel that they are sneaking in stuff like this into their kids' shows. So this is Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and in this show, two of the female characters fall in love. And at one point, they even kiss one another. Now, for some children, this could be kind of confusing, so parents don't like it and are now canceling their subscriptions. Now, this show, along with other shows, are pushing different agendas according to parents. Some people feel like some of the other shows that are meant for kids are pushing transgendered agendas on them. That's not the case for Jurassic World, but it is pretty clear that they are integrating attraction to the same sex in their shows. And the fact that these are kids shows, parents have every right to be upset because they're the ones that are supposed to be speaking to their children about this, not Netflix.
Thousands of people are now canceling their Netflix subscriptions after they started seeing some of the content that they were sneaking into children's shows.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Jurassic World, guys, protect the kids.
Now, most recently, there is a show about Jurassic Park and Jurassic World on Netflix that has two female characters falling in love with each other and has caused a lot of parents to be upset that their kids ended up watching this without them knowing. And across social media, people are answering by actively canceling their Netflix subscriptions. Some people, like this one here, show that they've been subscribed since 2009, and now they've gone ahead and canceled their subscription to Netflix, all because these shows. Another show today was created by somebody who celebrated the ending of Charlie Kirk, and that caused a lot of other people to go on and cancel their subscription. And in the other please specify section, they said because of the trans ideology and the ending of Charlie Kirk being celebrated by this director. Now, other people who are in support of this say this is just representation and not propaganda, and parents should do a better job of watching over their kids to make sure they know exactly what they're watching. But other people who are actively against this type of content are saying they should not have to police what their children are watching when they're on a company like Netflix. They trust that Netflix is showing things that they deem appropriate for their children to watch. So I ask you guys, what do you think Netflix should and shouldn't be allowed to show when it comes to kids shows and movies?
So I feel a couple of different ways about this. I do think that the birds and the bees have historically always been very hard for some people to discuss. There are those who are more free and liberated when it comes to sex and sexuality, and then there are always going to be those who are more conservative. I don't know if it's for anyone to tell anyone how they should be as far as how they handle speaking to their children about the birds and the bees. We all come from various backgrounds that lend to how we raise our children. But what I will say is it is the responsibility of the parent to keep an eye out and know what their children are watching. To say that you shouldn't have to police them to make sure that they are watching something that's appropriate on Netflix is just something I don't agree with. You should always know what your children are watching on TV for reasons like this. If there's something that you do not want them to have exposure to, then it is your responsibility to make sure that you find it appropriate for them to watch. Clearly, someone else's appropriate is not the same as your appropriate, you know?
Netflix is being boycotted over this children's cartoon. It's about a young transgender child who runs away from his grandmother's house because of her closed-mindedness, and he finds an escape and happiness through a portal into hell.
This is a cartoon for 7+-year-olds, and it's about a trans kid who runs away from his homophobic grandma and finds a new support system while he gets a job at a haunted house, which is actually a portal to hell. Like, that's a real thing. It's a portal to hell. They discover that in the show. And also, Barney, this is the transgender kid, has a pet dog who gains the ability to speak after being possessed by a demon. This is a show on Netflix.
Yo, what happened to Scooby-Doo? What happened to Rugrats? What happened to Hey Arnold? What happened to innocent, fun kids cartoons with no hidden agendas, with no hidden motives, with no indoctrination? Parents are sick of it. We are sick of not being able to trust our kids to watch material that is labeled for kids. Concerned parents are canceling their Netflix subscriptions, and very big names like Elon Musk have gotten behind this movement.
I'm not sure Elon is the one we want to hold in high regards here, but go on.
So what's up with Netflix, man? Why are they allowing this type of stuff on their platform? Well, it's the same reason why nearly every Netflix original movie just unnecessarily always has some type of same-sex relationship or marriage. We're gonna get into the reason why and what's behind it, but we're not gonna do it here.
You know, I get what he's saying. He's looking for Looney Tunes and Rugrats and probably Barney or something. But today isn't yesterday. It just isn't. And this is why people need to know what their children are watching and not just say, oh, it's for kids and assume it's fine. But I will say they lost me on the portal to hell because is that even necessary? Like, I don't get it. Yeah.
Netflix just lost 70% of all of their subscription users, by the way. Yeah, after all the LGBTQ transgender shows that have just been revealed that they've been showing to the youth that watch Netflix, it seems like parents actually are boycotting for once. Like, people are actually coming together getting rid of this. Now, this post went absolutely viral, but I'm pretty sure y'all have all seen the little clips of shows that are on Netflix that are literally like transgender people. It'll be like a tiny, tiny little kid in the hospital, and the doctor comes in and like says their pronouns wrong, and then the little kid like has a panic attack. Like, it's like, bro, these are full grown men acting these roles. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, how can a 3-year-old kid like be obsessed about their pronoun? Like, it makes no sense. Parents cancel subscriptions. It's not about politics. It's about protecting the kids. Exactly. And it's so weird because it seems like they're trying to indoctrinate the kids, but the parents are the one paying for it. You need to appeal to the parent. What do y'all think about this in the comments? Are you still going to keep your Netflix? I mean, I am, because, I mean, obviously I don't have kids that are going to be watching that, but yeah. This show before handing it off to an incredibly talented group of writers and animators, and no one was trying to push anything on the viewers. Just trying to dramatize the full range of human experience, which includes same-sex relationships. That's all. Once again, it's literally a kid show. It's called Jurassic World Camp, whatever that says. There's 2 women like, when would that ever have to be a thing in the show? Like, when would that ever be necessary? They're basically saying we were just trying to show a full range of human experience, but you didn't show the other ranges, you just showed that one, and it's just odd. It's very weird. But I think these type of people that get hired to write these shows, like, they have it built up in their head that they have to kind of show these full ranges of experiences to the millions of kids that are watching their show. Like, it's just programming in their head. It's insane. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment, because this reply from the writer got 6 million views, 146,000 likes. So what do y'all think?
This is a children's show on Netflix.
Oh no, a children's cartoon with a character dressing as a woman. Such a new concept. Really? Now, I know for a fact you grew up with Looney Tunes. I grew up with Looney Tunes. Generations have grown up with Looney Tunes. My mom grew up with Looney Tunes. No one cared back then when Bugs Bunny was dressing as a woman and flirting with Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd and whatever random character he was clowning on in that episode.
So when I was looking into this, I kept finding Elon's name attached to it. And I was like, what does he have to do with this? And why do we care? And then I remembered he has a trans daughter. So I want to bring this back to you guys. Just so you know, Elon is not accepting of his trans daughter. And I wouldn't be surprised if he found this Netflix situation extremely personal. I do get where these parents are coming from. I myself was raised in a strict household. I couldn't watch rated R movies, nor PG-13 really. And there were certain music that I couldn't listen to. Anything that had explicit lyrics was a no. So I get it. Anyway, guys, get in the comments and let me know what you think. Did you hear about this? Apparently, Netflix has lost a lot of money and shares and clients